What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, My Sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over a basketball game for Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know how I'm picking these games, you'll have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get to the game. We're going to be looking at Texas Tech Red Raiders versus Iowa State Cyclones. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way that I have it structured here is very similar to my NBA. I have the road team, the away team up top, their season record, their coach's record, their conference record. In the middle is the head-to-head record between the two teams. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their coach's record, the conference record. So what I'm going to do is what I do in every video is I'm going to start with the home team. I'm going to go over some numbers that allow the home team to win this game. And then I'm going to go over some numbers that will allow the road team to win this game. All right, so let's start with Iowa State. If Iowa State was going to win this game, I would probably point to the Hebrew calendar at first. I would actually point to the Hebrew calendar for both sides, even Texas Tech. But let's start with Iowa State, the home team. If they win, they could become 13-1 for a season record. 13-1, like 131. Today is the third day of the 11th month on the Hebrew religious calendar, the religious side, aka the ecclesiastical side. 311 is just an anagram of 131. On top of that, Iowa State coach would sit on 64 losses with a win if Iowa State became 13-1, like 131. And 311 or 311, mathematically speaking, is the 64th prime number. So the coach can sit on 64 losses with the win as they become 131. 131 is just an anagram of 311. Third day of the 11th month on the Hebrew religious. 311 is the 64th prime number. This is Iowa State's 14th game for the season. If we write out the number 14, 14 sums to 112. And Iowa State coach can become 112-64 for a record in his career with the win. Iowa State is currently the 11 seed, and they could become 1-1 like an 11 for a conference record with the win to go with. Texas Tech, they would become 10-3 for a season record with a loss, kind of like 103. And today has 27 date numerology on the Hebrew religious side to go with the 311. And 103 mathematically is the 27th prime number. So that would be some numbers for Iowa State. If Texas Tech was going to win this game, it would be the Hebrew calendar as well, but it would be the Hebrew civil side of the calendar. Today has 147 date numerology on the Hebrew civil side. Texas Tech coach, this is his 147th game for his career. Texas Tech could become 11-2 for a season record with the win. Today is the 121st day of the Hebrew civil calendar. 121 is just an anagram of 11-2. Very similar to saying 311 is an anagram of 131. So it's kind of the same idea, the same type of connection, but it goes either way. And it's like, well, which one's going to beat out? Is it the Hebrew religious side or the Hebrew civil side? But Texas Tech won 11-2, 147. Texas Tech coach, he can get his 55th win for his career as Texas Tech becomes 1-0, like 10 for a conference record with the win. And 55, mathematically, is the 10th Fibonacci number. It's also the 10th triangular number. And then Texas Tech, they could become 20-20 all-time head-to-head against Iowa State. 2020 all-time head-to-head against, as Iowa State becomes 0-2 for a conference record with the loss. 0-2, just a reflection of 2-0. 2020, 0-2, kind of similar with each other. And so those would be some numbers I would put for Texas Tech. Not the most in-depth game, not the most amazing connections, but there's some stuff here that you can play with. Hopefully this helps, adds to a decode that you may have already been doing, or gets you started on a decode, or just gives you a quick overview that will allow you to make a decision on a pick. I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support, and I wish you the best of luck on all your picks. Hopefully you win all the money in the world.